Aaron.
Hello, nice to be here.
Your forum name?
My forum name is Blackstratblues. Today I've got a sunburst one though.
There's some black on it.
Yeah, some black on it.
And how long have you been a member?
I first moved to New Zealand in 2004, so soon after I moved I joined. The
Right,
forum,
okay.
I think the forum's probably been around in a year or something before I joined.
I've known Warren since about 2007 when I started the Manor in town, the rehearsal studio there.
Yep.
But I don't think I've ever had a chance to meet you in person, or I might have bumped into you in some place, but we've never actually had a chance to
There was a
meet
Gear
and talk.
Fest ages back at the Manor, I think. I remember that's when I came by for the first time there.
Yeah. No, lovely guy, and I'm really pleased to see how he's progressing with his production work and that sort of thing. But you do a bit of that as well, don't you?
Yeah, a little bit, yeah. I play more guitar than I do recording, but yeah, I've done a few of myself.
Do you sort of tap him for a bit of loan of a space in the studio gear? Or?
No, I've got my own setup at home, but I take my daughter there, and they have a little with his daughters, and they have a little bit of a jam.
Oh, brilliant! That's lovely. Tell us about we know about your guitar. Is there anything unusual about it? Or is
it's just a straight up 62 reissue with some Sir pickups in it. Other than that, it's pretty stock.
That
I did
seems to
have
be
the
popular today.
thing refretted, and they flattened the board to around 12 inches, so that's kind of flatter than a usual one.
Okay.
With the pickups, the tone knobs on that thing, that's the one thing I do need on a Strat. If it doesn't.
So what are they?
The only thing I really like on a Strat is that pickup with that tone knob.
Oh, okay.
So normally it comes stock with that to here.
Yes.
But that's wide open.
Yes.
But I like rolling that off, like almost off all the way.
I was looking into them recently and I noticed that there is some of the new models have a push-pull on there that allows you to apply the tone to different combinations of pickups. Yeah. I think that's a great idea. What's on your board?
Let's go. These 5 are controlled by the ES5.
Yep.
That blue one's a rehoused Roger Mia Voodoo one. Yellow one's a fuzz, what's it called, an octafuzz that I built.
Oh, okay.
Green one's a Maxon SC9, blue stereo chorus by Arion, and Dry Bell Vibe Machine, the red one. So those 5 go into the front of the amp, and from the amp, there's a send that comes back to this HX effects, and that runs into a separate amp on the side as a wet. So it's kind of like a bit of a wet, dry, wet situation.
Or Bono there as a wet.
Yeah, I mean you can put the HX in the amp's own loop, but I kind of like having it on a separate thing so the Marshall's running dry. The Marshall itself is late 70s 2203, and it was modded by John Sir. He popped a loop and a few other little tweaks in there. That switch at the bottom is a 3-way bright switch, which is really useful. It's okay. Edit.
Run through the amp again.
Yeah, so the amp's a 2203 late 70s, modded by John Sir for an effects loop, and he added a few little tweaks like a depth knob and that 3-way bright switch, which makes it much easier to dial in at soft volumes. Otherwise, these guys sound great at concert volume, but at home you're struggling. So this one is one of those Marshalls that sounds good at any volume. And so I run it normally just at the verge of breakup, as you normally tend to do with these things, and then hit it with the pedals for more
just
gain
a bit more push.
as needed. But here's an interesting thing, like so if I just give you a blat of the amp by itself.
Please do.
So it's that much of gain, but then with that Roger Mia Voodoo one, it cleans up beautifully. Then you've got the Arion chorus. That's the octafuzz. Got a little toggle to do the Octavia thing. Then there's the Max on SC9. Univibe. That's pretty much it. But there is one thing I'll show you, the HX. When you run it in parallel, you've got all these little and you can do the you know.
That's amazing.
Yeah, that sort of thing. But pretty simple rig, but I like, you know, this the way everything just works with everything else.
Yeah, it's good when you get that sorted, eh?
Yeah, pretty
I
much.
don't think I've ever had a pedal board sorted, but
It's been this way for maybe now 5 years now, and I haven't. The only thing that gets pulled out is that Octavia. So when I don't use that, I put in like an AC boost or something like that.
That's
Yep.
really nice too.
Sweet.
I had a another New Zealand made one, which was a fuzz octave. Does that beautifully.
Yeah.
But I think there's something a bit odd with it, like one of the plugs or the switches is a bit stuffed. So it sat around for about 12 years not being fixed. So.
Here's an interesting thing with the fuzz as well. You can get it to clean up. I mean, apart from the Niagara Falls.
Brilliant. Cannot argue with that. So, all right, man. Thank you so much.
Thanks for listening. Thank you.
I'll catch you back in town.
Absolutely. See you.